Post office, had saved my money for 6 months. My uncle, I told him I wanted to go get me a Cadillac. He takes me to the real estate company. That's how Uncle that's my cousin, really a morning person. So if I sound a little slow right till we get started, please excuse me. I just wanted to come here and assist Jay and Veronica, Vanessa with their presentation for Black History Month. I'm a real estate broker. This is the sign for my real estate company, and I'm a mortgage banker. I've been a real estate broker for 40 years. My goal this year is to sell 12 Black men's houses, because over the last 5 or 6 years, most of my clientele have been women. So I want to use my resources, because I have a foundation, to help get 12 Black men in the houses. My first one is closing Monday for January. It's supposed to close in January. I got into real estate, which is really weird too. I'm like Jay. I got to roll. And over the years, at maximum, I've had about 4 units and about 8 houses. But I just sold some of them down because I'm getting older. Believe it or not, I'm almost 65. So I'm getting older, so I'm getting rid of them. Legacy is the biggest thing that I want our people to see, because right now, we as Black people are not purchasing enough property.
True. That's right.
I'm Black man oriented. That's what my foundation is about, helping Black men. I want us to start buying properties, because that's like the lowest amount of people buying properties is Black men. I set up 2 foundations, one for my grandkids, so that when I die, each one of them have a building.
Come on.
I got another foundation set up for my 3 kids. When I die, each one of them, I have 2 high-end houses in a couple of states. They can sell them, and they should get $500,000 or $700,000 a piece, maybe a million. But we have to set up legacy so our kids can do better than us. I am what they call a baby boomer. Baby boomers is the first generation where our kids are not going to do better than what we did. And we got to turn that around.
That's true.
Because people, my mother, they didn't have education. I got a college degree. They pushed that to make changes.
Yes.
My mother, without having a college degree, she had 3 beauty shops, 2 beauty supply stores, and 3 buildings.
That's what I'm talking
All
about.
for Mississippi education. But she was a hard worker.
Yeah.
And when they came here to Chicago, my auntie, she got married when she was 13, the oldest child. She came here with her husband. They couldn't read, but he was good with mechanics. And he worked at a box company. He learned how to operate this machine. They paid him mega dollars. They built a house, like 4 bedrooms. And as my mother's 16 sisters and brothers came from Mississippi up here, they stayed with her. And she made sure every one of them bought a house.
Somebody asked the question, when is the right time to buy? What time is that? Now. You just have to understand what the market is saying and doing and adjust. Have an exit plan, whatever that exit plan may be. The other thing is we have first-time home buyers. I don't know if I got all of them, but we have at least 6 of those. That means I want to buy. I don't know if I can buy. I don't know what step to make. And I gave the worst case scenario. No credit, no money, part-time job, whatever. Can they buy? I'm going to ask this to all the owners. Can they buy?
Yes.
They can buy. They can buy. What does that take? Time.
We going from when I first bought the property till I put it together. Last year in October, I bought a property for $135-ish, something like that. I sold it for almost $400,000. I spent about $60 fixing it up, because some things you can do yourself. The biggest part of flipping is you got to have a team, and you got to have a budget, and you got to stick to it. Yes, ma'am.
And can you write that down? We will get to teams as well. So please write that, and I'll come with that question. We got a whole box of questions to answer.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You got to have a team, and you got to have a budget. You got to stay within it. Every project I work on, I got to make $200,000, because I like Versace, I like Gucci, and I love Paris. So I'm trying to teach young people, you can have all, save your paycheck. Those are one of the biggest things I preach about. And another thing is paying your house off. People always wonder, well, how do you do all this stuff? I ain't had a mortgage on a house in years.
And I want to hit on that he's a seasoned investor.
Yes.
So this is not for the beginning investors. Yes, go ahead.
I have not had a mortgage on a house in years. I had a house in Addison. I bought it in 2000 for $1.5 million. I put $400,000 down on it. 2008, when the mortgage crisis hit, I was working for a bank. They folded. I wasn't able to pay that mortgage. Every time something happened, I try to learn from it.
Yes.
I shouldn't have never been out there with no $7,000 mortgage. Because how are you going to pay it if you lose your job? So I said, when I lost that house and I put my stuff in storage, it stayed in storage 8 years. I promised God, the next house I walk in, I'm banning cash. I found a house in Hazelcrest for $40,000.
Okay.
I took my little grandbaby. I said, we gonna redo it. Right now, she living in that house. I gave that house to her mama. They living in that house right now. I paid $40 for it. I put about $150 in there because I love to remodel stuff. My kids say every house I buy, I remodel. Every house I touch, I remodel. I got a house in Atlanta, Georgia. I paid $300,000 for it. I knocked walls down. I put in steel beams. The people in Georgia, they didn't understand it. They was like, we don't do steel beams in Georgia. Well, we doing them now.
Okay.
I'm bringing that from Chicago.
Right.
I put steel beams up. That house worth almost $1 million.
All right.
I think I owe maybe less than $200,000 on it. My mortgage payment $800, and that house is like 7,000 square feet. 6 bedrooms, 6 washroom, theater room, a bar room, billiard room, a library area. Oh man, it's fantastic. My family loved it. Imagine if you saved your rent for a whole lifetime, where would you be? What could you do? That's nice.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
That'd be nice to be able to do.
Airbnb.